Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So you know that I very rarely do one fragrance reviews on my channel, but I had to do this one. When I found out that a flanker of one of my all-time favorite fragrances was coming out, a flanker of Angel's Share from Kilian, I knew I would have to test it. I would need to test it. And, I want to share my thoughts on it with you. When the original Angel's Share came out, I also did a dedicated video on that fragrance. And how long has it been? Probably 4 or 5 years since it came out, I think. And I loved it immediately and I'm still not tired of it. I still absolutely love it. So here's my Angel's Share. I think I used up close to half, I would say. Yeah, approximately half. And not that long ago, I did a video about my top 15 boozy scents. If you haven't watched it, it's going to be linked somewhere here. And this ranked as my number one. And I completely stand by that ranking. I think that this is the best, absolutely the best boozy scent out there. So this has amazing note of cognac. It has amazing note of oak. Like it has woodiness, but such beautiful woody touches, like just really amazing. And then of course it has cinnamon. So it makes it quite sweet. It's sweet and boozy and woody and warm and cozy and so incredible. This I love so much. So again, when I found out that they were releasing a flanker, I was like, yes, finally. Why didn't it happen earlier? And so as soon as I could test it, I tested it. Now, let me tell you right away, I do not have a bottle, at least not yet. I did get to test it in a store, tested it on my skin. I tested it on the blotter. I was lucky enough to get a tiny little sample with me. So I have my full thoughts on the fragrance, which I'm going to share with you. Now, as always, let's take a look at the notes because this is a new to us fragrance. The notes are cognac, liquor, raspberry, tonka bean, Bulgarian rose, oak moss, praline, oak, and sandalwood. Well, in a way, I was hoping that this scent would remind me of Angel's Share because that's the scent that I love. On another hand, I really wanted it to be different enough from Angel's Share. Like I don't want something that smells almost the same or the same, I see some differences in the notes. They're not drastic. There's definitely no raspberry note in the original. So, okay. When I first sprayed this, I was really pleasantly surprised because in the opening, I find this fragrance quite different from the original Angel's Share. Like, yes, I recognize Angel's Share DNA, but at the same time, the differences are quite significant. So what are the differences? Well, number one is the note of raspberry. I was surprised just how strong that note is. Like it really at the forefront of the fragrance, like this beautiful raspberry. And raspberry that's not too sweet. Like you get a touch of sweetness, but it's not too sweet. So you get that kind of boozy, drunk raspberry, you can say. The other big difference to me is the lack of cinnamon. So is there cinnamon? Okay, so yeah, there is no actual cinnamon in the notes. There's definitely cinnamon in the original. And I am feeling the difference. There's definitely no cinnamon in this one. So that's what I mostly get in the opening, like kind of that drunk raspberry. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. I mean, there's some woody touches always there. There is a touch of sweetness, but not too much. I was thrilled with how it smelled in the opening, and I thought, wow, it's that Angel's Share DNA, but at the same time, it is so different. And so I left the store and I continued to smell the fragrance. Now, here, let me stop for a minute and talk about performance, because, when I got the original Angel's Share, the performance for me wasn't great. Now, it's different for everyone, but for me, it wasn't great. It didn't have the best lasting power. Now, after it had a chance to stand and macerate for a while, definitely the performance became better, but that required some time. What I found with this one is that while it doesn't go to like that beastly side, but the original performance is right away better than in the original. When I sprayed it on myself, like I didn't, spray it all over, like overspray like I typically do with the fragrances. I sprayed it moderately, like a few sprays, but it projected beautifully. As I was walking around, I could smell the fragrance on me, and it lasted for quite a long time. So in my opinion, the performance on this one is better than in the original. Now, let's talk about the development of the scent. So, like I said, the opening has beautiful raspberry. Beautiful. And it really doesn't have the cinnamon. So, it is significantly different from the original Angel's Share. However, here comes the however. Once it develops on the skin, it becomes quite similar to the Angel's Share, to the original. That strong raspberry really disappears, and I am getting that, boozy, woody, slightly sweet type of scent. It still doesn't have the strength of that cinnamon that the original has, but the sweetness actually gets a little bit stronger and a little bit deeper in the dry down. So yes, there are small nuances that are different, but it becomes quite similar to the original. Now, does it smell beautiful? Well, yes, it still smells beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love, love, love this scent profile. But I was really hoping that it would have enough of a difference. It would remind me of Angel's Share, but at the same time, it would be a different fragrance, just like it was in the opening. Similar DNA, but different, quite different. Unfortunately, in the dry down, to my nose, it is not different enough. So, in summary, great performance, smells amazing, opening is quite different from the original, but the dry down is quite similar to the original. Now, one more thing that we absolutely have to discuss is price. Now, I don't remember now how much I paid for Angel's Share when I first purchased it, and I purchased it retail, full price, but I don't remember how much it was. Prices have gone up since then. Right now, currently, the original Angel's Share, and my prices are in Canadian dollars, is 350 Canadian dollars, which is already insanely high. Like, I think this is so high, and this is for 50 mil. It's only 50 mil. So it's $350. But the price of this new one, Paradis, is absolutely insane. It's $490 Canadian dollars. Again, for 50 mil. Why? Yes, it has a beautiful, you're seeing the bottle on your screen. The cap, they changed the cap. It looks beautiful. It feels beautiful in your hands, But does that justify $140 increase? Why? $490, like plus taxes, that's almost 550 Canadian dollars for 50 mils. I don't understand the price. I don't think the price is justified. It is not. Honestly, it is not. So, do I think this is full bottle worthy? For this price, I will say no. For this price, I still recommend the original. Now, if The price was on par with the original. For me personally, I would probably want to get a full bottle. It would probably be justified because I love the scent profile so much. Even though the dry down is not all that different, but the beautiful opening still, for me, would justify a full bottle purchase. If it was at the same price as the original, where, you know, I would never pay retail. I would wait until I can get it for cheaper in some kind of fragrance group or, you know, on the gray market. But I would definitely get it. I would want to have a bottle of it. It smells beautiful. Not all that different, but still beautiful. But for this price, no, thank you. Not for me. I'm not interested. It's unfortunate that the price is so steep and so unreasonable, but you know, it's up to you. It's up to each one of you if it's worth it to you or not. You know, again, if the fragrance was significantly different from the original, maybe the price wouldn't bother me so much, but because it's not all that different, it really bothers me. So again, beautiful scent, not very different from the original in the dry down, in the opening. Yes, but you know, opening doesn't last for all that long. Beautiful bottle, smells great, outrageous price. I will not be purchasing a full bottle. So there you go. A very short review. Let me know, what do you think about this release? Have you tried it? Have you purchased it? What do you think about it in general? Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to comment. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.